WesWes Show.
This series is so different to what I expected it to be. It's different to the other series that have been on. And I think it's a make or break because you're going to start, like I said, in the Old Republic era. Well, it's the end of the Old Republic era. It's 100 years before Phantom Menace. So you got a chance to sort of have a clean slate and have new characters come in against context that we all know, because we don't know what happens 100 years after that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see in the world of it's interesting to see the galaxy, how it was where the Jedi sort of ruled everything, They're like the police force of the whole galaxy.
Yeah.
And it's like, they've got, and if you read the credits at the beginning, it's before that centuries of peace, But when they say peace, that means no sort of civil wars, no sort of evil empire coming in or something like that, no Sith or anything. It's just the Jedi on top, and they're just ruling sort of the galaxy in a peaceful sort of way. But then you think, is it peaceful? Because there's hints in that episode 1, and there's hints in there to me that maybe the Jedi isn't that a perfect sort of organization or a perfect sort of thing in the galaxy,
What I was getting to, man, are they gonna turn the Jedi evil and make out that's why the Sith is evil?
Well, there needs to be a balance,
Yeah.
So I think if something is in power for a long period of time, too long, I think an element of corruption can come in, because when the Jedi find out that Endara gets killed by and the Jedi Master in the green, when she comes and says to Master Soul, "Oh, you got to keep it quiet because we don't want people thinking that the ex-Jedi was part of this murder." That's a bit of a conspiracy going on. And why are you gonna? That's like, it's like trying to sweep things out under the rug, under the carpet, so to speak. It's like real sneaky. It's not truthful. It's not truthful.
Yeah,
it's not truthful. And I think this is little signs that cracks are starting to show in the Jedi Order. And I think this is the beginning of the downfall. I think this is the beginning of why the Jedi almost get extinct 100 years later. We're going into Order 66 and all that kind of stuff, because I think the Jedi from this point are so powerful that they didn't even know what's happening in the background. They didn't even know that Sith in the background, Palpatine manages to go undercover and becomes a senator, and takes over from the inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think this is the beginning of that. I think, it talks to like society kind of thing, if you're in power too long, you're used to stuff, you think you're the man, and then you might be on a power trip, sort of thing. So that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling in the background with what I see, and that makes it interesting. That makes it interesting,
Yeah, it's showing like the Jedi are holding the monopoly over the Force users, especially with the young generation. They try and catch them at an early age, by the looks of it, and they.
Oh yeah.
And it's by law. Looks like by law, they're the only ones that can train them. Nobody else. So
by the time episode 3 comes along, they're taking kids.
Yes.
And we learned that that's what they do. They take kids.
Yeah.
Kids that show some of the Force.
Yeah.
Force users as kids. Jedi comes, swoops in, takes the kids off the parents. See you later. We're taking you back to Coruscant to train you to be a Jedi. And it looks like that's the rule for everything. But man, I'll tell you, if your kid was a Force user, Jedi came to your house and said, "Hey man, your kid's coming with me. You're never gonna see him again." Oh hell no, man! Hey man, what kind of Jedi Order is this, man? Take my kids, man.
Yeah, better be some other kids there, man. Shit.
Yeah. So now I think in terms of like the Jedi Order and where it's at in the galaxy, I think this is this series tells me that this is the beginning of the end. this is sort of beginning of the end of the Jedi Order. How about you, Seps? Did you feel anything like that? How did you feel about seeing the Jedi in this light?
Something about them, and their portrayal on Acolyte, it just feels wrong, Everything that they're doing just feels really off, and I like the way that you explained it, because I feel like it does parallel like real life, like government and all that, it's like something feels really off about I like the way that they're doing it too. It really makes you think like, oh yeah, this is a different story that they're trying to tell here. And they're doing. I feel like in the first 2 episodes they did it really well. The first 2 episodes, especially, I was really hooked on the first 2 eps. I don't know.
Up to their corruption, you even saw Master Tobin, the other guy that was meditating. He even takes the poison willingly. So that was like a big, massive indicator. Like, bro, they were wrong. Like, this will be like they effed up somewhere. But that was a big indicator that it seemed.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see the origin of Oshi and May in the 3rd episode, and I just want to touch on that because I don't know, that was a big. I would have thought that this 3rd episode was kind of like a fill-in kind of episode. I didn't think they needed a whole episode for a flashback.
That episode should have been the first episode.
Because that would have been boring.
I reckon it should have been.
Where's the Sith? What's going on? I reckon there should have been. I should have just been a little flashback. It didn't have to be a whole episode. Now you just out of 8 episodes, you just threw away one. I want to get my. Hey man, I'm paying $15 a month for Disney Plus, man. I want. I can't have these throwaway episodes, man. I'm paying good money for Disney Plus, man. Man, don't give me these throwaway episodes. But yeah, man. But at the same time, it was kind of interesting too that episode 3. I know we're gonna skip to episode 3 because this is part of what I was saying before about the Jedi Order. But man, so interesting to me that how there's midi-chlorians out there where you can use the Force. There's people that can use the Force too, but don't even know it's the Force. Like, use it for their own sort of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they call it the Fred. Is it the Fred? They call it the Fred.
Yes, the Witches,
Yeah. So, but that's like anything. Like, say, like, this is why there's different religions in the earth, right? Because you can grow up in a different society and believe in different things, but use the tools, right? Using the tools, same tools, but a different religion. And this is the same sort of thing. You're using the Force, you're using the same midichlorians for your own religion. So it was interesting that other fact of the Jedi Order coming to this planet because they're witches, huh?
Yeah.
So maybe they have to police the midichlorians. Maybe they're policing the Force.
Yeah,
you can't use this. You can't use this power on another religion because it's not their religion. It's a Jedi thing.
Yeah, I think they're afraid that if these, like, they could be turned to the dark side because they haven't had the proper training. So a bunch of people could, I don't know, ultimately become Sith, but on their own.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of feelings involved with when using the Force in it, and it gets all jumbled up when they do their deep meditation stuff.
Or even something else.
Yeah.
Or even something else.
And they're going crazy.
Like, I don't know if you heard on episode 3, but you know how who's the mother of the kids? Anasea? Mother Anasea? And looks like her partner, the other chick.
Yeah, the one that looks like Darth Maul.
Same species as Darth Maul,
Yeah.
She's the same species as Darth Maul. So I think they're going out, but there was hint there, like she created the twins, right? The twins weren't like born to a father. They never had a father. Does that remind you of anyone? Remind you of Anakin, bro? That's how Anakin doesn't have a father. Like Anakin just appeared.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it looked like the Darth Maul chick gave birth to the girls, but the black lady is the actual DNA mother. That's what it looked like when she said she carried them.
Yeah, but
Or
I'm
she,
saying
or
like
is she implying that
I'm saying I'm saying they're birthed just like Anakin, like no father. So maybe they're as powerful as Anakin. I don't know. Maybe those twins are like got the same kind of power. Like, how was Anakin born anyway? Was he like a pure, like comes pure from the Force? Is that why? Is that how?
Yeah, that's what Qui-Gon believed. Qui-Gon believed that he was just I don't know, some kind of Force baby.
Yeah.
Just born from her. Yeah. There was no man involved.
What are your thoughts on that, Sips?
On Anakin's birth?
Yeah.
No, I just think there was like a comic book I seen, and it was something like Emperor Palpatine modified the midichlorians or something, in Anakin's mum, or apparently it was like a vision or something that Vader had, of like how he was conceived. So yeah, there's that like the theory around that, yeah. Little conspiracy around it was Palpatine that, like, I don't know, did his little Sith magic on his mum, and
yeah, well, I see the rumors.
Sounds like Mr. Sinister doing the DNA stuff.
DNA testing the cleaning. Well, that's why he wanted those guys from Chemo, their planet, they made those stormtroopers anyway. Grain of check.
That's interesting because if Palpatine has something to do with Anakin's birth, that makes sense that Rey is Skywalker. Change the name to Skywalker at the end of what was the last one? The Rise of Skywalker.
It's a bad thing. Yeah, the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, at the end, Rey changes her last name to Skywalker.
But she's a Palpatine there.
Yeah, she's a Palpatine. But if Palpatine has something to do with Anakin's birth by manipulating the midichlorians, maybe it makes sense now. You know?
Yeah, that's what all those experiments were in the Mandalorian anyway. Him manipulating the midichlorians.
Well, there's a lot of questions coming out that haven't been answered in Mandalorian too. Like, what were they doing with that Baby Yoda? What were they trying to do?
I think manipulate the midichlorians, maybe.
Again?
Yeah.
With the baby Yoda? Was that something to do with Snoke?
Yeah,
the making of
possibly.
Snoke.
I mean, if I was trying to live longer, I would be experimenting hard out like that.
Yeah.
It's the most powerful body ever.
Yes, a lot of mad scientist kind of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But I don't think. Oh man. Do you guys think that there's any connection to the Skywalker saga from this series?
Do you think? I don't think so.
At all?
I don't think so. I'm hoping not, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Because 100 years, maybe Qui-Gon Jinn's not even born yet, eh? No, he's not born yet.
We know Master Yoda will still be alive. He'll be a lot younger.
Yeah, that's another question for me. Is Yoda going to show up?
No, I hope he does, bro.
I think so.
He should, eh? If he doesn't show up, then it's all eats, because he's 800 years old. I'm sure he's there somewhere.
Yeah. He'll be only 700 during that time. 706. It doesn't make him any younger.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so how you guys thinking about the two characters, the two main characters, Shay? How she's sort of the hero of the story, eh? Because she to me, and it revealed on episode 3, she mimics sort of like Luke Skywalker, how he was a farm boy in the planet Tatooine, dreaming about going into space, exploring the the galaxy. You know, and that's the same sort of thing with her. I guess like a little kid, she wants to go join the Jedi. You know, go into space and have adventures in that. So
what she wants to have her own her own life.
Yeah. Yeah, I picked that up. I also picked up that origin story is not really explained to 100%, because the way those witches die, like what the hell? They're not burnt or anything. Like they're just lying down, like they got poisoned. Like I don't know how that happened. Yeah, lots of unanswered questions there.
I just think they'll like maybe the next episode they'll do like from the point of view of May of what happened that night.
Yeah, but she's absolutely convinced the Jedi had something to do with it.
Yeah. And maybe from May's point of view, we'll see like maybe she'll see what happened to all the witches and whatnot. So
you reckon they're gonna show that episode again?
Nah, because remember on episode 2 when I think it was Master Soul told Oshi that was May that killed everyone in the fire, any sort of thing. And if you think about what we know from episode 2, what happened, episode 3 sort of tells us in Oshi's point of view. So you're right, Sips. Like we don't know what May's point of view is, and it brings up a lot of questions. Like to me, I'm thinking, was there an actual Sith there in hiding? Did the Sith actually kill them all and save May and made May into like a princess sort of thing?
Yeah, manipulated May.
And was that Sith? Here's another one. Was that Sith one of those Jedis?
Even better. That's actually a good theory. Because the honest truth, that whole episode to me sucked.
Yeah.
That's a bullshit ass episode, bro. Straight up to nuts.
Which one?
That third episode was stink, bro.
You didn't like it?
Nah. It was gay.
It's too feminine? Too feminine?
No, it wasn't that. It was just like, okay, I understand that, I understand that the sister got mad because the sister wants to be, go off with the Jedi. There, okay, cool. But does she have to really go to that part where she's going to kill her whole family, bro? Destroy her kingdom, where she's been for the rest of her life?
Well, that's why it doesn't make sense, man. I think there's a third element that hasn't been revealed to us.
Yeah, so I think that's where your theory about a Sith maybe in the background, it could be probably that's why it's gone that far. That's why she can kill her whole family. I was like, holy shit.
Well, we know that Sith are tricky. If you look at Palpatine, what he did, he was living a double life. Maybe Sith is living a double life. Because remember, I think it was episode 2, when Master Soul, I think he scans May's mind and says, and he finds out that even May doesn't know who the Sith is.
Yeah.
So
that's their greatest power, though, way. They hide their identity. That's how they survive.
You didn't like the episode? Oh, man. So, to be honest, it's probably the least Star Wars episode out of all Star Wars TV episodes there. Do you think?
Yeah,
it's sort of like Star Trek-y. It was kind of Star Trek-y,
To tell you the truth, the entire 3 episodes so far for me, nah, bro.
The what?
I'm not feeling it.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, this ACOLYTE series so far for me, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. I think it's got every aspect of Star Wars is lost in this one, besides the storytelling. And in terms of the action, okay, there's no X-wings, there's no star fighting in space, there's no fighting in space, there's no saber fights, there's no laser battles. Either, because what we've got, we can't actually do any of that stuff. We can't actually have space battles and stuff like that. We can't actually do all the fundamental things Star Wars is known for. So I think that's what makes the series different. And I think it's for the pure Star Wars fans that want to get into a bit of lore, Star Wars lore, and just context around what goes on. Because I don't know if did you guys watch what you guys think of Andor? Did you guys like Andor? Because that's like a political sort of series. It's kind of long-winded. Kind of like it would be boring if you're into action.
Yeah,
because it's not that kind of film. It's like a dark, sort of espionage, spy sort of political film.
Yeah, it's a real slow drop, that one, but I really enjoyed it. I loved it.
Because it is raw. It is raw. Yeah, and I think with the Acolyte, I think it's trying to capture both worlds. Because if you watch Endor, it's a bit more for adults.
Yes.
It's not for kids. Like, you think Star Wars is for kids. I think Acolyte is for kids, trying to be for kids, but at the same time trying to be adult too, but can't push the limits at the moment.
I think it's missing the boundaries along there for the adult audience, and it's more like for the teenage audience, kind of, to me.
Like young adult.
Some elements of Star Wars I reckon have been lost in those episodes. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, I don't see Star Wars in this program so far. Even with the Sith, like, the bad guy even looks cheesy to me. He even sounds cheesy. Standing on the rock in the ocean somewhere with his lightsaber out. What the hell?
I reckon what I've seen, though, like what I've seen online, he looks great. I like the whole, like, smiley face thing. He's got the zip around the mouth, like the gimp on Pulp Fiction. But I reckon and his voice is cool. His voice sounds cool. Just interested to see who he is, knowing who he is. I think the series does enough to keep me watching, keep me interested, which I appreciate. I've seen online all the negative stuff coming after episode 3. Everybody hated it. A lot of people hate it, because it's like, what the hell is this? This is not Star Wars.
There was just some stuff in there. It's like, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
But going back to what you were saying, if that turns out to be the case, then that explains it. Episode 3, and it can redeem itself. It'll be cool.
Yeah. Have you got any thoughts on that, Sips?
Oh, what did people hate about it? Like, what were, like, some of the big ones that people didn't like about it? Like, I know I didn't like it. I just thought it was too long. I thought they could have condensed a lot of that and told it in, I don't know, faster and in a better way.
Yeah, like a flashback, like a 30-second flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people saying it was too long. I said the same sort of things. It was too long. It should have been a flashback. Didn't need to be a whole episode. Some people said, but a lot of people said it was like propaganda again. Like all the Star Wars fans are turned off because they hate all the PC stuff coming through.
The work stuff.
Yeah, the work stuff coming through, and this is just icing on the cake with maybe the like the witches and.
I knew they was going to push some buttons when I saw that. I said, I didn't mind it, but I knew straight away there will be some angry fans.
What was it, like too much woman or something? Like,
Oh. Yeah. A lot of that.
There's too many women on screen.
Yeah. But nah, man, I'm enjoying the context that the series poses on us. Like, yeah, man, just like I said before, man, like, I love the whole dynamics with the Jedi Order, where they are then and how they fell, and just little clues like that. I love even exploring other cultures using the Force, a different way,
cool.
And the Jedi coming, because I can see the Jedi coming up, man. You can't use you can't use the Force like that. That's not you got to be a official trained Jedi to use the Force. You can't use it in for something else, like. I think there's some type of control they need to have,
Yeah.
Which probably makes them corrupt as well. So.
But
So all that stuff I'm interested in. Which is pretty cool. I think it's a slow way of getting that point across, but I think without it, I would have hated that episode 3. I mean, it was slow, and that's the most negative thing I can say about it. It was pretty slow, but interesting at the same time. Little bits of interesting at the same time. Yeah.
I think the coolest actor at the moment in that show is that Master Soul. I reckon he's got his character type down mean.
It's interesting because if you think, because you mentioned Qui-Gon Jinn, and he's a similar kind of personality, eh? To Master Soul and Dara, that generation of Jedi.
Yeah,
you know?
sure that.
Like when you saw Yord, like the young Jedi that's in the program.
He's
who do you guys like out of all of them? And
who was the young girl that's with Yord? The young Jedi.
what's her name?
Who's she apprentice to?
It's Soul's Padawan, right?
Yeah, Soul's Padawan.
So Yord is a master as well, or?
I think Yord's a knight. He just got his knightship, right? He just got.
Yeah,
granted.
that's right, because he's got the yellow saber already. True. Interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know if because you know how I mentioned before, if you look at Yord, like yeah, he's still young, eh? You can tell, eh? He's trigger happy and goes in guns blazing first. He gets bummed out when he tries to make a plan, and the young Padawan she bums him out, you know. But maybe grows into be the type of Jedi they are.
I reckon
like a Qui-Gon Jinn or something.
Yeah, I reckon Yord will be the type that could be easily influenced by the dark side, because he has that aggression there.
Yeah, true.
But my favorite characters at the moment will have to be Master Soul and May.
How come?
Because man, I like everything about Master Soul. Reminds me of his old Kung Fu masters, Sifu. Hardcore, bro. He's got a tight down. And May is because she just goes straight up the nuts.
Yeah.
They lay it all out and then kick the house down. So
who's your favorite characters in the show, Sips?
Yeah, probably Soul's really doing it for me. But I want to mention, even though the episode sucked, or I thought episode 3 wasn't that great. You know, the mum to the twins. She's a really good actor, right? So special mention to her, even though the episode was trash. She's really good, I thought.
Jodie Turner-Smith is her name.
Oh, that the young Jedi girl. She's where have I seen her before? Chico Long. Oh, she's from the X-Men, Wolverine's clone, female clone. Off Logan. That's right.
Oh,
she's a little girl off Logan. Shut. Who's your favorite Cams?
I like Yord, eh? I like those I like those bit characters that you know they're gonna probably die, eh? Who do you think's gonna die? Who do you think's gonna die in the series? I reckon Yord's gonna die.
Yeah, I reckon Yord.
I think Soul's gonna die, eh?
Yeah, I think that too. And I think May as well.
Oh, yeah. It's funny because I just remembered on episode. Oh, you know how you know Seps, how you said you like Soul? Isn't he kind of like he's kind of creepy, eh? Spying on the little girls. Do you think do you think he's like a bit of a pedo? You know, a bit of a I don't know.
Like the deputy principal from James Cook or something, eh? Oh, yeah.
He's kind of creepy, eh? Like, he's infatuated with Oshi, eh? Oshi and the girls, eh?
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on there.
Around the trees and shit, eh? It's like watching them. I was like, oh man.
Oh, it's not my favorite character anymore. I changing my character.
Oh, sick, man.
My favorite character is the Wookiee now. I hope we get to see more of the Wookiee.
Mm.
Man, that was first you seen that Wookiee.
Yeah, he looks cool.
Oh,
That's where I thought episode 3 was going. I was like, yeah, gonna see a Wookiee Jedi, and then hey, what's the 16 years later thing? Oh.
Well, I could tell like that was gonna be the full episode when they said that when it came out like that 16 years earlier. Oh, there's gonna be a fill-in episode. But I want to go around and do some predictions, eh? So I'll start with you, Sips. What do you think is gonna happen in episode 4? Episode 4. What are we expecting?
Spend some time with the Wookiee Jedi. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah.
Nice. How about you, Eric?
Yeah. I'm on the same, bro. Let's go see the Wookiee, the Jedi Wookiee.
I think May's gonna kill him. I think May's gonna go down.
I didn't want to say that, but I think you're right. She's gonna kill the Wookiee.
Yeah, he's gonna kill the Wookiee because it needs to be a showdown, right? It needs to be a showdown between I think Soul and May at the end.
Yeah.
And then because there was a clue on what's gonna happen in future episodes. There's a scene in episode 1 when the Jedi were taking O'Shea back to Coruscant in the ship before they had to divert and go to where Torben was. But there was that scene where Soul, and this is why I say he's creepy again, because he looks at her and says, "Hey, where'd you get that?" He's pointing to the tattoo on her arm, right? And that's a clue, because I reckon since they're twins, there's going to be some confusion, which is who, and that tattoo will determine will be the clue to, because we as an audience we got shown this tattoo for no reason, for random reason, but it's not random because later on he's going to know the tattoo's there, and that's going to be Oshi and not me. So I think that's what's going to happen. But yeah, as far as like what do you guys think is going to happen, here's a deep one. What do you think the whole bad guy's intentions is? What's the whole story around that? So we know the bad guy is a Sith. What's that all about? What's the go there? So if you remember in episode 1 when the show starts, there's a little credits. There's credits, right? And they say that there's people in the corners of the galaxy learning the art of the Force in secret, and they're not going to reveal who they are because they're doing it in secret. One takes a chance to reveal himself to kill some Jedi. So there's that. What do you think the plan is? What do you think the plan is? Because obviously May is there. May is getting sent out to do this job. What is the plan around that? Do you guys think?
It looks like a revenge plot. Because they're only aiming for this specific group. I don't know. Must be someone within the Jedi group that the subforts, or that particular person.
I think it's a revenge plot, according to me.
Yeah,
but I think in the whole scheme of things, for their Jedi is a good thing. No matter who it is. Like if I can get someone with a reason to kill Jedi, I'll get them to do it. You know.
But that's not the bigger picture there, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a hard one. Don't know what that bad guy wants, or he just wants to come out and kill some Jedi, inspire some more stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he's after a certain Jedi. Maybe it's Master Soul.
Or maybe it's the twins. You know how the twins are born with no dad?
Unnatural, yeah.
unnatural birth, like, and that's the way Anakin was born. Maybe the Sith
after
know
Mother.
that there's going to be someone like that. There's going to be someone that's powerful like that to take control of.
Well, it's possible because they're both strong with the Force, even at the young age.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. It might be after either May or Ish.
Yeah. How about you, Sips?
Yeah, I think I like that line of reasoning, like around the twins. I think the twins. I think the circumstances surrounding their birth. Yeah, I think that might play a huge factor in where the story ends up. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully you remember when Tobin took the test with the midichlorian count with is it Ashley?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was asking what it was about. I wonder if they're gonna show if they will put in the next episode in the enlightenment on that. See what their midichlorian count is.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that these are the things that's keeping me staying in tune to watch it. You know. So now that's some good points there, boys. I think that's us. Oh, have you got anything?
No, I was gonna ask you what was your. Did you have an idea where you think it was going, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna think. I say that I think the key is the twins. I think there's something special about these twins. They align. Their birth aligns to how Anakin was born. So I think that's a clue.
That might explain Master Soul's infatuation with him. He might believe they're the ones to balance the Force, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he knows something. But I think another clue in episode 3 was when their mum was training them, and they said they're better with two.
Yeah.
So maybe those twins being together is the key for something powerful.
You know the other thing that surprised me? That Soul's master, is it Vernetta? Back at the Jedi Coruscant, he had a leader. She didn't even know that Ocean had a twin. It was like, oh, okay.
Was that the lady of the green face?
Yeah, the lady with the green face. She wasn't unaware of it.
You're going to say something, Sip?
Yeah. Do you guys think that those 4 Jedi that went to where the home planet or whatever where the witches were? Do you think they did something bad, and that's why they didn't report it to the council, and that's why the council doesn't know like full details about
I'm sure
and all that?
Yeah, I'm sure the council don't know the full details. Because there's just some things that they don't know.
Hey, we came back from this planet, and this girl has high midichlorian count. Oh, anything else? Oh, nah, that's it. That's all we got.
Yeah, they all smooth it.
And then someone gets pissed off and goes on his meditation for 10 years. Damn, 10 years meditation. Guy, poor dude.
That's what I don't want the Wookiee to do. Man, I hope the Wookiee stands up and fight, bro. I don't want him to lay down and take my life. No, Wookiee.
Because if you think about it, out of the 4 Jedi that are on the planet, the Wookiee leaves. He's gone. He doesn't want to be a part of it. He can't handle it. He has to go to another planet and stay there. Torben goes into like a meditation thing for 10 years. He's ashamed. And Endora stays and Soul stays. So,
Yeah, people have been dead that killed those witches.
Yeah. Nah, man, a lot of questions, A lot of questions yet to be answered.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, if they did attack those witches, I can see why. Because the Darth Maul chick was just like hinting, "Let's go to war. Let's go to war. There's only 4 of them."
Yeah.
She was hitting it from the start, bro. And this Jedi went, nah, chop it down.
But before we go, I just want to ask you guys your favorite scene so far. Your favorite scene in the whole series. Start with you, Eric.
The scene where Kate Moss died.
Just right at the beginning.
Yeah.
So you haven't been fulfilled since the beginning, right from the beginning. Okay.
Yes.
How are you,
That's a pretty neat action scene. Because I knew exactly what she was going to go for. It was cool. Yeah, that's me.
Probably the little bit we saw of the Wookiee fighting with the Force. That was another thing, eh? He fought with the Force and not with a lightsaber, eh?
Yeah.
You mentioned it before. They don't go to their lightsaber first. They fight with hand-to-hand combat or other ways before resorting to...
Not like the Jedi we know, right? They go straight away to the lightsaber. But these ones, they leave them.
Yeah, that's an interesting observation for me in a way when I realized that. What was I seeing? But my favorite scene is, man, I think it was when May fights Master Soul.
Yeah, that's pretty.
For that little time.
It was quick up how he took her knives. She was like, she went to go grab her knives and he's like already holding them. I was like, man, that's straight out of Chinatown, bro.
Yeah.
Kung Fu movies hard.
I think the Jedi those days were more powerful, than the Jedi is later on. Because, the fact that they have to use the Force all the time, they're probably real masters with the Force, Like, no need to use the lightsaber as much.
Well, there was a part where he fell on the hole, right? And he caught her with the Force.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when she slipped off the cliff,
Yeah, he caught her with the Force.
Yeah. So I think the Jedi was real powerful back then, no?
Yeah,
more in tune with the Force rather than hand-to-hand combat sort of stuff. But so boys, man, we'll wrap up the podcast. Just get some last words, Eric.
Yeah, man, this was cool. I can't wait to do the next episode. Like I said, hopefully the Wookiee will stand and fight. We'll get some good action out of that episode. But yeah, till the next time.
Thanks, Us. Sips.
Thanks for the invite as always, and looking forward to the next episode. Hopefully, it's not not rubbish like the one I just finished watching like an hour ago or so.
Yeah, thanks, boys. Tune in next week after we'll watch episode 4. We'll have a jam on the podcast and talk about it. But also, I don't know if you guys want to do the Boys season 4 starts next week as well. It's not an option there. Another thing to talk about on the podcast. This is channel 1 through 5, podcast about movies and TV shows. Also, catch us on the if you can go to WesWesNet.com. You can find our latest magazine. Just popped yesterday. What was it, yesterday? Tuesday. Yesterday. Also, Sepeti here has got an article in there. It's pretty cool. We're a regular contributor to the WesWes Sports blog magazine. You can catch it at like I said, it's on our website, WesWesNet.com. Also, you get a hard copy at Woolworths, Custon, Woolworths, Teatu South, and Henderson Pack and Save. Sweet. Boys, have a good week, and we'll catch you again when we do this.
Okay.
Pass with what?
Sure.